Alrighty, folks. Once again, Jay Edworthy, your race leader out there. Taking a look, he's put in the fastest lap time. Actually, the second fastest lap time that we've seen today, which was a 1:04.133. Ian Smith right there with a 1:04.197. So those are the lap times, some of the lap times that you're looking at out here. Most of the lap times we've been seeing this weekend is 1:15 to about 1:25. But these runabouts, very quick out there. And Jay Edworthy and Ian Smith tearing it up. There's Edworthy there with the white flag coming out. Got a back marker in between first and second. That's Smitty back there in second on boat number 126. It goes to the inside. Doesn't follow the lapper to the outside. Meanwhile, Edworthy getting ready to exit the split from the inside. And there comes Smitty. Let's see if Smitty gets by the lapper here. Smitty's going to be able to get past the lapper over here on the left-hand side of the track. Again, race number 4, you should be down on the starting line. Race number 4 should be down on the starting line. Race number 5, stand by. Checkered flag getting ready to come out for Jay Edworthy. And once again, Jay out of Canada, a.k.a. the Chicken Man. Kicking butt and taking names. Smitty coming through in second place, sponsored by Smitty's Automotive, JetX, as well as Jet Pilot, Sea-Doo, Polaris, Race Lab, and Riva Racing. 147, Travis Brito rounds out your top 3 on the Sea-Doo. And that'll do it for Pro-Am Runabout Stock. This was their 3rd moto of the weekend. You got one more. We'll see him back this afternoon. Next up, vintage 550, 650, and 750 vintage open and limited. And down on line, we should have boat number 3. That's Joshua Churl. Boat number 23 is Patrick Sullivan, sponsored by GPO Ski, Flower City Wraps, and Dirty Delta Performance. Boat number 37, Derek Steck, sponsored by Ultra Power Consulting. Boat number 56 is Christian Nadeau out of Douglas, Massachusetts. Boat number 58, Anthony Corson. 69 is Cody Turney. 149, Spencer Conway. 356 is Peter Sullivan out of Webster, sponsored by the Madman Engineering Team. 777, Chris Norton. 782, Ben Corsetti, sponsored by Kivik Cycles. Did really good yesterday out of Katanning, which is we're stopping next with the East Coast Watercross Series. Boat number 901, George Wolf. Out of Jefferson Township, sponsored by Coran Brewing, Blosian Pro Watercraft, IPD Graphics, and the Streamline Solutions Group. And once again, I'd like to say a special thanks to all of our great friends at Lifetime Scoring and Beer Dart for providing GPS systems, making my job a lot easier up here at announcing. You know, it's crazy because, you know, yeah, everybody thinks, oh man, you got the best job ever. You can just come up here and, you know, get on a microphone and talk. No, but you got to have the information. And if you don't have the information, you don't have the people to give you the information, because it takes a small army. And it's not just me announcing, it's everybody that you see underneath the East Coast Watercross compound here. These guys and gals all help out like tremendously. And I'd just like to say special thanks to them for making my job easy. Special thanks also to all of our local sponsors. They include HK Power Sports, Yamaha Wave Runners, the City of Laconia, the Nazwa Resort, Mix 94.1, Getty Shine, the Cohen family, Decorative Interiors, Black Tie Group, Lake Life Realty, the Dumpster Depot, Mr. Handsome, No Limits, That's No Limits Metalworks, the Hot Slag Company, 595 Handling Solutions, and King Foundation Sealing. Now I was just looking at the Mr. Handsome. I mean, you guys didn't have to call me handsome. And I'm not a sponsor. But thanks anyway. I appreciate it. All right, taking a look up at the board right now. Conway, Sullivan, Wolf, Turney. It's Corsetti, your race leader, though. Corsetti turning in a minute 33 lap time that last time around. Conway currently sitting in second, Sullivan in third. We got Wolf in fourth, and Tierney rounding out your top five here. Yeah, special thanks to the Corsetti team getting that venue for us over there in Katanning, and that's where we're going to be next, folks. That's right. If you're wondering, hey, listen, I really like what you guys are doing out here with the East Coast Watercross Series. Where are you going next? Well, we're going to Katanning, Pennsylvania next, and that's going to be June 26th through 28th. Then we're going to Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, July 10th through 12th, Plattsburgh, New York, July 31st through August 2nd, and Sylvan Beach, New York, August 28th through 30th. And we invite everybody to be part of our family as we poke it out our way across the East Coast of the United States. So Corsetti, sponsored by Kippick Cycle Sales, your leader, and he is on the outside split right now. Second place, Sullivan. Sullivan taking a win in Moto number 1 here in the vintage 550, 650, 750 class. Sullivan sponsored by GPO Jet Ski, Flower City Wraps, Madman Engineering, and Dirty Delta Performance. About 5 seconds behind your leader right now as they work their way onto the left-hand side of the track. Race number 5, novice runabout rec lights, heat number 1, novice runabout rec lights, heat number 1. You should be down on the starting line. Once again, race number 5, novice runabout rec lights. You should be on the starting line. That's Harvey Larson, Baumeister, King, Fowler, Kapuliska, Government, Sullivan, and Rice. We need you to the starting line. All right, so Corsetti, last lap, a minute 45, 278. Sullivan, a 149, 552. Those, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You know I'm going to use that 808 crash sticker. That's going on my clipboard. So 145, fastest lap time out here in this one right now by Corsetti. Again, Corsetti out of Katanning, Pennsylvania, which is where we are stopping next for round number 2 of the East Coast Watercross Series. This is race number 4, our vintage class, race number 5. Coming to the starting line, once again, race number 5, novice runabout rec lights. Should be coming to the starting line. I'd like to say a special thanks to my good friends from Aerial Flicks. Aerial Flicks in the house, man. And I'll tell you what, they're making us look real good out here this weekend. I don't know if you guys got the chance to see any of the stream from yesterday, man, but I'll tell you, hey, you guys, you got to come up. You got to shake Sean's hand. You got to all the folks from Lifetime Scoring, everybody from East Coast Watercross, man. You just got to say thank you because this stream is getting better and better and better. And man, I'll tell you what, we sure do appreciate them. Van Wee Racing in the house. Oh, snap. It's after 9. I think I need to check in. You know that whole airport check-in thing, man? That's just silly. You got to do that stuff now. Otherwise, you got to sit in the middle. Novice runabout Rick Lights should be coming to the line. And once again, a 1:44.819 turned in by Corsetti that last lap around. So he's getting a little bit faster as the race goes on. Patrick Sullivan still in second on the GPO jet ski Kawasaki out of Webster. Third place right now, 356, is Peter Sullivan, sponsored by Madman Engineering. And we got Steck back there in fourth. Rounding out your top 5 is, I believe, Corson. Anthony Corson, riding the top of Kawasaki. As the checkered flag gets ready to fall here in race number 4. Congratulations to Corsetti. Taking the win right there. Ben Corsetti out of Katanning, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Quebec Cycle Sales. What's going on, Aerial Flicks? How we doing? Yeah. Hey, you guys let me know whatever you guys need today. I'm here for you. Let's drop the hammer. Race number 5, now turnabout Wreck Lights down on the starting line right now. Boat number 3, Cora Harvey. 08 is Kenneth Larson. 13, Tori Baumeister. Boat number 24 is Matt King, my favorite racer of all time. Boat number 67, Devin Fowler. Boat number 96 is Julia Kapalawaska. Boat number 311, Samantha Government. Boat number 747, Sean Sullivan. And 777, Michael Rice. And we'll be right back after these messages. Hey, by the way, Before you come to the line, you should have holders. Somebody's looking for a holder down online, but before you come to the line, you should have holders. We talked about that yesterday. You do a lot of preparation to get into these personal watercraft races. Be prepared when you come to the starting line. That's all. Race number five. Race number five. Getting ready to take off. All my race family out there. How's everybody doing today? Welcome out to Laconia. This is day number 2, round number 1 of the Short Block Technologies East Coast Watercraft Series. Brought to you by our good friends at Liquid Molly. My name's Mike Young. I'm going to be your host. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to come on up to the East Coast Watercross compound and say hello, because we are spectator friendly here. We actually are spectator friendly. Again, this is Novice Runabout Rec Lights. You're getting ready to take off down on line. Boat number 3, Chris Harvey. Boat number 08 is Kenneth Larson. 13, Tori Baumeister. Boat number 24, Matt King. Boat number 67 is Devin Fowler. Boat number 96, Julia Kapelowaska out of Derry, New Hampshire. Boat number 311 is Samantha Government. Boat number 747, Sean Sullivan in 777. Michael Rice out of Wyndham, New Hampshire. Alrighty, riders got their engines fired up, and here we go. 67 with the good jump on the outside split right there. That was Devin Fowler. We'll see if he can hold on to it as they work their way in through the split section. Split section, for all of you first-time race fans out there, are over there on the right-hand side. You'll see the red cylindrical buoys on the right-hand side, and then you got the blue and white tetrahedrons. That is your inside split. Alrighty, as they work their way around the point here, obviously we can't see on the left-hand side around the point. I'd like to say a special thanks to all of our tour sponsors. They include Short Block Technologies, Pro Watercross, Liquid Molly, SureCam, Fuel One Solutions, Charles Gounchard Photography, Aerial Flicks, 10mm Photo, Factory Fade, Beer Dart, Hamburg Floor Covering, Global Integrated Technologies, Pro Rider Magazine, Hammerhead Tactical, Wetworks, IJSBA Extreme Team, and Cabrera Motorsports. And here we go. So it looks like we got Julia out in front right now. Julia right in front of Rice, turning in a 1:26 lap time. It is pretty cool. Got Jay Edwardy up here. Jay, real quick, man. Let's talk to you. Man, great race there in that runabout race. Again, man, I love the way that you do this, because you remind me. I grew up in Ohio. Okay. So I grew up in like the industrial belt. You know, we had the rubber capital, we had the steel capital, and everything right there, Canton and Akron. You remind me of that lunchbox worker. You bring your lunchbox to work, and you go out there and you do what needs to be done.
Yeah, we're just coming out to have some fun here in Laconia and support the East Coast Series. And do some good racing and enjoy with friends and family and all the rest of the races that come out. And we all got to go to work on Monday and come back to the next round or the next race wherever we're going and just have a good time.
You know, I talked to you right after the race. I talked to you real quick right after the race, and you said, you know what? I'm here to do a job, and I got to get the job done. And you got it done, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Mikey. Appreciate it.
Anybody you'd like to thank for bringing you out here this weekend?
Just the guys that come with. Good morning, Roger. Help me come every weekend. They help me get ready, come out. And then we got Todd Straczynski, Dave Davidson, and the Smith family. And we got a good group of people here. There's probably a whole bunch of people I'm forgetting, but my dealer back at home, Reva, helps me. London Recreational, Ryan from JetX helps me out. Like, we all kind of work as a community from maybe the north. Like, you know what, Mikey? So it's all good. Just like I said, just come out, trying to represent the best we can, and have the best racing that we can.
You know, I'll tell you what, I'm super stoked for race number 9, man. I can't wait to see you and Davidson go at it again.
Yeah, a bunch of old Badgers out there going at each other, right?
I love it. I love it. I love the fact that, I mean, yeah, you guys are such best friends and everything like that. And yesterday, that the second moto, you guys coming in with less than a boat length in between you two, man. That had to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's always fun to race close with Dave and with other guys. It's fun to race with the guys that we've kind of come through the sport with and all that. But it's also fun to go to big events and race against all the big names and the guys that are sponsored and have some good backing. It's always nice to kind of go and be on your own accord and do it your way and go and have a good event.
I'll tell you what, Jay. I'll tell you, if I was in marketing in Sea-Doo, I would definitely be giving you boats for free.
Mikey, you're a comedian today or what?
Not a comedian. I just play one on TV. All right, folks. There's Davidson. Davidson heard his name being called, so he's ready to chime in right now. I love it. All right, folks. Once again, Novice Runabout Red Lights out there right now, and as we take a look behind us here on the board, Julia. How about a little girl power out there, Julia? Kapelawaska is your leader, followed by Fowler on boat number 67, King on boat number 24. King turning in the fastest lap time so far in this class, a 1:27 and change. So King doing a great job with lap times. So he is working his way up there. Our good friend Matt King, who is the defending champion here in the Novice Runabout Rec Lights in Laconia. I believe this is one of the only races that he goes to. Got a chance to meet him and his family yesterday. What a great group. What a great group. So much fun to hang out. Love being up here in Region 8. Race number 6, Vintage X2 Open. Should be down on the starting line. Race number 6, Vintage X2 Open. Followed by race number 7. That'll be the Novice Runabout 1100 class. Again, for those of you tuning in on the Short Block Technologies Liqui Moly live broadcast, Mike Young hanging out with you here, and we are in Laconia, New Hampshire. And let me tell you something, if you guys have not been to Laconia, you don't know what you're missing. This is a beautiful, beautiful area. United States, and it's one of the places that I've missed over the last 40 years, so I'm happy. This I might have to run a whole chapter in the book for this one. After the time that we've had this weekend, absolutely amazing. Hey, by the way, if anybody out there has got a CDI for a 701 Yamaha, once again, if anybody out there has got a CDI for a 701 Yamaha, please come up and see me. Once again, if you got a CDI for a 701 Yamaha, please come up and see me. We got a racer in need, and a racer in need is a racer indeed. So come on up and help your fellow racers. CDI 701 Yamaha, we need it. Please help us to help you.
sales. I don't know. I talked to him. So, sir,
See, and that's why I love this community. We already have a Yamaha CDI here. Checkered flag is dropping out here, and congratulations. Julia going to take the win. Follower in second, King. Rounding out your top three. My buddy Matt King. Love that guy. All right, once again, that was the novice run about wreck lights right there. Congratulations, Julia, getting another victory, man. I'll tell you, she has been unstoppable. King actually ended up in second, had a $1:28 lap time on that last one, had the fastest lap time in the class. Hey, thanks, guys, for helping out with the CDI. I appreciate that, Brent. You rock, brother. Hey, let's talk real quick. Let's talk. Tell you, how many years you been racing?
I've been racing since I was 4, and I started racing jet skis in 2021, so this is now my 5th year.
5th year, man, I'll tell you. Yeah, this is the craziest thing, you know. I did motocross for a long time, too. But, you know, you switch over and you go from the turf to the surf, and it's just a different flavor here. I mean, like, everybody is helping everybody, and you just came through with a CDI for somebody, and I just think that that's a really cool one to recognize it.
No problem. It's what these guys helped me when I first started out. She broke a boat, and they came over and gave me another ski to ride. So I've never met a kinder group of racers ever. This is an incredible East Coast, especially. It's one heck of a region. I love racing with them. They're all about it. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, we appreciate you being here, and I hope to continue to see you, and I hope to come back up to the East Coast a lot more.
Thank you very much, Mike. Take care.
All right. My good friend, Mr. Hahn there. As we progress to race number 6. We're an old school, ladies and gentlemen. Last time these boats were manufactured, 1994. Holy folks. I was only 64 years old. And I hear the horn. I hear the boat number 11, like a rock out of slingshot, coming from the inside. Nice start there for Burke, who was on the inside. Again, this is the Vintage X2. Open number 3 is Carl Hosh. 7, Michael Grondin. 7 also is Kale Flasca. Boat number 11, Warren Burke. Boat number 35 is Michael Bean. Boat number 51 is Jake Mazzanti. Boat number 56 is Christian Nadeau. Boat number 57 is Daniel Clark. 95, Jesse Nadeau. Boat number 111, Pete Burke. 213 is Doug Wintle, boat number 147, Travers Brito. 157 is Brandon Mellison, and we got Chris Crash Van Way Jr. on boat number 808. And the Van Ways, hey, yeah, my newest sponsors. I got stickers sponsored by them today. Once again, this is race number 6. 24 total races today. We'll go 12 and 12 for everybody. 12 on the front side, 12 on the back side. A little freestyle in the middle. Again, I'd like to say a special thanks to all my good friends from Lifetime Scoring. And Gate Drop Energy Gummies. Thank you, Gate Drop. So just over 4 minutes left to go here in the X2 class. And it looks like we got boat number 57 that is out in front right now. That is Daniel Clark. Clark putting in a good performance yesterday as well, and I believe that's Clark going to be coming from the outside split. Zonski also doing a great job yesterday. And taking a look back behind us here, looks like we got Clark, Burke, Fliska, Wintle, and Melisanen 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Clark, a privateer out there, boat number 57, your race leader. But I tell you, I'm really stoked for Burke. This is a young man. He's only like 14 years old, right? He's 14 years old. I'm talking to his mom up here right now, so I got to be real nice. I'm within striking distance. So a nice start there by Burke. We see him coming from that outside split, sponsored by Mom and Dad, Nickerson Performance, 10mm Photo, BRP Museum, Sandy Pond Shredders, Watcon.com Pro Watercraft, Maddie's Motorsports, MSH Custom Fabrications, and Dubby. So once again, your race leaders onto the right-hand side of the track. And Burke starting to close in on Clark, your race leader. I believe that was Burke that went to the outside. Clark went to the inside. We'll see how they come out of the split section. Split section's over here on the right-hand side of the track. Again, the outside is the red cans. The inside is the blue and white tetrahedrons. Oh, and it's going to be close. Burke's going to be right there. He's going to be side by side. Burke pulls up right next and checks up. Look at that. I believe Burke goes into the lead. That is unofficial. That is unofficial. So you got boat number 57, you got Clark, and you got boat number 11, Burke. And they were right side by side just a second ago. I'm watching the monitor right now. The monitor's a couple seconds behind. Kind of like me. I'm a couple seconds behind. Just ask my Uber partner, Wicked Princess. She'll tell you I'm a couple seconds behind. Always. All right. All right, well, let's see who the leaders are. They get ready to come out from beyond the point. Again, like I said, we can't see over the left-hand side here. Race number 7, novice right about 1100 limited. Should be coming up next. And well, it's still going to be boat number 57 out in front. Burke still in second. Now let's see what Burke does here. Burke goes to the outside, and Clark, your race leader, goes to the inside. But Burke was right there, man. I thought he actually passed him. It looked like he passed him coming out of that split the last time around, but he didn't get by him. See, the problem is I'm trying to watch the race course, and I'm trying to watch the live stream. And then, yeah, that's real time. Okay, so now I'm back here with our live time scoring crew, and oh, look at that, man! They are right there. They are side by side. It looks like he pulled right up next to him. Starbucks moment. Wow, yeah. So we're watching live time scoring. We're watching the live feed. We're watching race times, lap times, and we're trying to watch the race course. Why people are trying to feed me. They're right there. Daniel Clark is still your current number 57. Burke's about 3 seconds behind. See that? I don't see him being 3 seconds behind right there. I think it's more like 1 second. Yeah, it's like right there. This is a good race out here. This vintage X2 class. For those of you folks that are listening in, howdy everybody. Welcome out. Beautiful Sunday here in Laconia. There's my buddy Matt. How you doing, Matt? What's going on? Matt, rocking and rolling. You worked your way through the pack, man. Ended up in second, defending champion there at that red lights class. Got to be pretty stoked though, man, because you had to work your way through the pack.
Absolutely. I think the outside line's a little bit faster today. Just when you get stuck behind everyone, it's hard to pinpoint the turns, and outside just let it rip, hold it open, and go.
Well, one of the things that I try to tell racers is you got to watch in between the races, because the course marshals will move those buoys. If they think one's a little slower, one's a little faster, they're going to move them. So keep your eyes on those guys, man, because they're sneaky Pete's.
It was mid-race too. I decided I've been running inside the whole week, and then to jump on the outside, I was able to pass a couple people and just keep going from there.
I'll tell you what, man, we appreciate you coming out. Matt King, man. Anybody you want to say thank you to for bringing you out this weekend?
Just East Coast Watercross Tour, and friends and family, and everyone supporting this awesome event. Laconia needs it, and I think it's great for the town.
I'll tell you what, I think it's great for the town too, and this is my first time to the town, and I'm coming back. I'm coming back to Laconia. I'll tell you, I'm not going to be a stranger. I'm staying on Lake Winnipesaukee, home of On Golden Pond. X2, vintage X2 out there right now. Looks like we've got 1100 class coming to the starting line. That's the novice runabout 1100 limited class. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's going to be a good one too. It's a checker flag. It's ready to fly here in Laconia. And coming out for Clark. Congratulations, Daniel Clark, boat number 57. The win here in vintage X2. Moto number 3. 1 moto to go. Way to go, Danny. Danny boy. It looks like Caleb Flitzka actually in that second position. Not quite sure what happened right there. So Flitzka coming through in second. Little going to be in third. Van Way Jr. in fourth. And Burke looks like he's going to end up in that fifth position. Here, the vintage X2. And coming up next, runabout 1100 limit. Novice runabout 1100 limit. Lots of boats down here. It's 1100 limited class. Should be a good one. We'll be right back with you in just a couple seconds, folks. Glad everybody is tuning in on our Short Block Technologies with Wally live stream. My name is Mike Young, and we'll be back in just a couple of moments here with the novice runabout 1100 limited race number 7 of 24 on Tampa today. Alrighty, getting ready for our start here of the novice runabout 1100 limited. Boat number 47 is Gabor Gergely, who has been perfect so far this weekend. 82, John Vick. Boat number 88, Tony Zipkin. 125 is Josh Leclerc. Boat number 157, Brendan Mellinson. Boat number 210 is Tanner Baxel. Boat number 427, Brody 7. That rounds out your field of competitors. Again, this is race number 7, novice runabout 1100 limited. All right, it looks like the 1-2-5 on the inside right now. Your early race leader, that is Josh Leclerc. We'll see if he can hold on to we'll see if he can hold on to it. Drag race down the back straightaway as they exit the split. It's going to be Leclerc. Leclerc, your early race leader here in the 1100 class. Once again, Leclerc sponsored by Blue Can Racing, Jet Trim, Showtime Freestyle, and Grandma's Garage. Again, I gotta meet Grandma. Daddy needs parts too. This is race number 7. Race number 8, you should be working your way to the starting line. Race number 8, work your way to the starting line. So we got Miss Sharon up here. Hi, Miss Sharon. My name is Mikey. I'm a Capricorn. I walks on the beach and the soulful sounds of the backstreet boys. Mike's like, you can have her. So you said you want to do some promoting the Laconia event next year.
I do. I am so passionate about this right now. I don't have much in my life, and my daughter went off to college and got married, but now this is my thing, and I'm going to do it.
You know, I'll tell you, I got into personal watercraft racing 40 years ago, and I've never looked back. But I feel the same way. Very passionate about it. And these people here, these are the greatest people that you're ever going to meet.
Well, you know what? I'm going to kick it up a notch a little bit. So watch out. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, look out! Look, we're coming back next year, and we're coming back with the attack. Miss Sharon going to help us out, baby.
Woo, I'm ready.
All right, I like. You know, I'll tell you, just I feeling I get up here. I'm telling you, I gravitate this. I live in Florida. It's tough for me to you know come back and forth, but this place is amazing, and yeah, I definitely want to come back. Now it's 1100 going on right now, and as we take a look down here, woo! Look at these times. Look at these lap times. 18.354 for your leader right now. And that is Josh Leclerc. Boer Gurley sitting in second place. And Gurley turning in a 1:27.68 that last lap around. So Gurley taking 2 wins yesterday, and now sitting in the back seat there behind Josh Leclerc. Basso coming in at 1:22.731 that last lap around. But a 1:19.749, fastest lap time that we've seen so far. Now Boer stepping it up. He also turned into 1:19 and change this last lap time. And you can see your leaders onto the right-hand side of the track, now onto the back section. Your race leader, Josh Leclerc. Leclerc, again, sponsored by Frank and the boys out of Trim, Showtime Freestyle, Blue Can Racing. Race number 8, we need you to the starting line. Race number 8, that is the Pro-Am Ski Lights, Novice Ski Lights. Race number 8 to the line, race number 9, stand by. Heck, we might be going to lunch pretty early today. We got 94.1 in the house. And I got my friend here from 94.1. Tell me your first experience here with personal watercraft racing?
Second, we were here last year for the inaugural event, and we were just amazed by what happens here, and we're so happy to be involved with it again. Sean Dudek and his crew do such a great job, and we hope that this is going to be an annual event every single year around the site. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, this is a great city for it. This is a great site. I mean, and your city really has rolled out that proverbial red carpet for us, and this is exactly what we look for. I mean, we need a lot of parking. We need a little beach space, and with the track the way that it is, everything the way that it goes, the places to stay and the things to do. I mean, there's so much to do around here.
There is a lot to do around here, and we appreciate everybody who has supported this event. Mix 94.1, we've been involved with it since Sean brought this event here last year, and we're going to be here every single year going forward.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you know those guys? Because I was sitting outside of my hotel Nassau yesterday, right? I was sitting out there at the tiki bar, and then I seen a tiki bar driving down the river. Do you have contacts with those guys?
The tiki boats. Tiki boats. I think it's tikiboats.com. You can book your own boat and you head out there. They even have bathrooms on those things.
I see one in Lake Havasu, but I didn't expect to see one in New Hampshire, man. I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the, because I'm from Florida, and I'm used to seeing a lot of tiki stuff in Florida.
Yeah, I think they have a big one. You can fit like 20 on board. And the bathroom thing's really, really big, especially when you're out on the lake.
Oh, yeah. Well, and chicks love running water.
Absolutely.
I love it. So once again, if you're not from here, man, check out all the things that there are to do around here, because there are a lot of things to do around here. And when you're running around town, make sure you're dialed in to 94.1 on your FM dial. Thank you very much. Once again, we're watching race number 7. This is the Runabout 1100 Limited. And once again, no changes here recently. Well, Tanner Batsold is turned in a minute 23:997 lap time. Leclerc with a 1:29.2 that last time around, but I'm not sure what happened to Leclerc because he's slipping back in back here as we're under white flag racing conditions. Less than 1 lap to go. With less than 1 lap to go. Race number 8 should be down online as the checkered flag drops here. Tanner Batsold, boat number 210. Robert Targos turned it into 1:28.926 lap to that last time around. Batsold coming through in that top position. Looks like Targos coming through in second. Brody 7, 4:27. Currently sitting in the third spot. Zipkin in fourth. Josh Leclerc back in the fifth spot. Pro-Am ski lights, novice ski lights down the starting line right now. Race number 8. Again, we'll be taking a short break after race number 12, everybody. Don't forget, we got the concessions. They got cheeseburgers, hamburgers, cheese sticks. They got all kinds of stuff. Everything from Slim Jims to Big League Chew. And they're located right at the entrance race site. So remember to support the sport. And we'd like to support those little leaguers here in Laconia. And coming up, we got the Pro-Am ski light, novice ski lights, and down online, boat number 08, Jeff Coulson. Boat number 13 is Hager. 51, Grandma's Garage, Blue Can Time Freestyle Jet Trim and Chris Credit Card is Tyler Leclerc. Boat number 75, Chris Dashko, sponsored by the Cycle Exchange. Number 157 is Melanson. Yeah, the top Kawasaki today on 157. 16 is Austin Jones. Austin out of Buffalo's, Hebler Sales and Service. Hangs out of 100 Motorsports, Committed Gas. Klotz Synthetic Lubricants. John Klotz, man, I'll tell you what a big friend he is. Waston's K100, as well as BI Grips. Boat number 327 is Austin Brown. Boat number 595, Kelly Wilcox, sponsored by No Limits Metal Works, Zeef Racing, and Slanger Racing Fuels. Boat number 5, so out of Franklin, New Hampshire, is Sebastian Wilcox, sponsored by No Limits Flag, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Showtime Crew, the Commander Youth Racing Program, Z-Force Racing, and Dad's Overtime. 777, Michael Rice, boat number 782, sponsored by Kibixical Sales, has been ready. Boat number 927, John Rice, sponsored by Team 3, Bannisters Pub, and Cycles, Team 128. Boat number 997, out of Hillsboro, sponsored by Gate Drop Incorporated, and Angus Golf Course is Kyle Terrell, and 997 Carl Dorr rounds out your field here. Big field here in the novice and pro A lights class. Once again, 595. Sitting on the inside pole, I believe that is Sebastian Wilcox, one of the world champions from Franklin, Hampshire. One of your local boys out here doing business. Seb getting a good jump, working toward the outside split right now. Let you know who the leaders are as they come out. And on the inside, looked like 782 Corsetti out of Katanning, Pennsylvania, which is looked like he got the whole shot from the inside. We'll let you know how things shake out as they come back around and through the start-finish line. Again, this is race number 8, the AM Novice Ski Lights class. 14 runners out there in this class right here. We got the pro up next. Just joining us, we'd like to welcome to the lodges out there. Flag flies here in Laconia. So I believe it was Corey. I see Wilcox back there in the third position. And I believe that is 316 Jones in second right now. Austin Jones out of Buffalo, New York, sponsored by Hebler Sales and Greg's Auto Parts. 300 Motorsports. I believe that's my good Jimmy Wilson that's helping him out. Jimmy originally from the Ohio area, now living in Port St. Lucie. Just had a child with Sophie Francis, who was the World Grand Prix Women's Champion last year. title she won out in Thailand. Nadia. So yeah, I'm getting word up here. Jimmy moved to North Carolina. Moved back to North Carolina. Wow. Him and Sophie going tar style now. Gotta love it. Good friends of mine for many years, and we're gonna be racing there in the Carolinas and Tennessee here in just a couple of weeks. I believe July 4th. We're gonna be hanging out in Spindale, North Carolina. Everybody come on down, check out the fireworks show in my room, and then go to the fireworks show. Because that's how we roll. So once again, you're watching the Pro-Am Ski Lights and Novice Ski Lights. Your race leader, Ben Corsetti. Corsetti turning in a 131.7 lap time. Austin Jones, a 133.313 lap time that last lap around. And Sebastian Wilcox right there with him with a 133.834 lap time. So second and third really battling it out. You got Kelly Wilcox back there in the fourth spot. He turned in a 145.68, and in the fifth spot, Chris Dashko with a 141.169 that last time around. Glad everybody can make it out here. Nice overcast day here in Laconia. But I'm totally coming back, and there's Corsetti. Corsetti on a tear this weekend. Sponsored by Kivik Cycle Sales out of Katanning, Pennsylvania. And again, Katanning is where we're racing next. Austin Jones still holding on to second on the 300 Motorsports Kawasaki out of Buffalo, New York. Also sponsored by ODI Grips. Rhino Power also helping him out. Sebastian trying to move his way up through the pack. Turned in a 134.274 lap time that last time around. Sebastian Wilcox, again sponsored by No Limits Metal Works, Hot Slag, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Showtime Freestyle, Franklin, New Hampshire, and one of the world champions from this neck of the woods. One of your local heroes out there, currently sitting in second place, folks. So you got Corsetti, Wilcox, Dashko, Rice, Hager, Brown, Jones, and Leclerc. 1:15 left on the ticker. Coming up next, race number 9, Pro-Am right about 1100 Limited. Man, I'll tell you what, I can't wait for this next race. Davidson, Smith, Edworthy, Zarsinski, Batsold. Oh my goodness, what a great race that was yesterday, that second moto. Heart stopping for those of you folks who are listening in on the SBT live stream. Put your seat backs and tray tables in the upright and lock positions, kids. It's about to go down here in Laconia. Big shout out to one of my good buddies. He may be listening in. I know that he had a long day yesterday. Dave Arnold, who is normally my partner in crime up here and announced the Baja 500 yesterday. And man, I'll tell you, they had to get up at 3 in the morning. The race didn't end until like 3 in the afternoon. He was announcing for 12 hours yesterday. Love you, brother. East Coast to West Coast. Once again, 1100 Limited coming up next. Ski Lights out there right now in Corsetti in receipt. Corsetti last lap around a 131 change. Now, fastest lap times that so far that we've seen this weekend were actually turned in by guys coming up in the next race. Jay Edward, a 1:05 lap time weekend. We're hovering right around 30 here with the stand-up class. But this next class, it's going to be tight, man. And yesterday, if you were here yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. Less than a boat length separating the two leaders after 12 minutes plus a lap. Meanwhile, white flags down for Corsetti right now. Corsetti, again, 134, 176. Wilcox in second. He's about 8 seconds behind the leader. And then you got about 20 seconds behind the leader. Corsetti, Wilcox. Those are your top three. We head into the final lap here. The Hallelujah flag is that white flag. And we say it's the Hallelujah flag because when you see the flag and you're a racer out there and you got all that arm pump going on, you're saying Hallelujah. Only one more lap to go. So I believe Corsetti working his way around the point over here on the bottom left-hand side of the track as we view it here from the beach. This is race number 8, the Pro-Am and Novice Sea Lights class. 14 riders doing battle, and Corsetti doing a great job out there as the checkered flag is getting ready to come out. Turned in a minute 34 lap time that last time around. He's got Wilcox, Dashko, and Rice behind him. And there is Corsetti. Corsetti coming in, taking the checkered flag. Congratulations. Wilcox coming in just about a second and a half, 2 seconds behind him. And you can take a look, for those of you who are watching it at home, you can see the numbers on our leaderboard right now, and you can see just exactly things are shaking out. Live time here from Laconia. Big shout out to East Coast Watercross SBT. Of course, Beer Dart for helping us out with those GPS systems. These GPS systems, as an announcer, I mean, it makes it amazing. You can tell everything in live time scoring. Thank you guys very much. Corsetti, Wilcox, Dashino, and Rice, top 5 here in the Pro-Am and Novice Renegade Ski class. What happened to Austin? Mama, what happened? Okay. Yeah, I know. I know. Wrong again. So Austin was third. Austin Jones was third, ladies and gentlemen, on the 300 Motorsports Kawasaki. I apologize for that because I'm looking there and I'm looking here. Austin have a GPS hooked up? I'm just reading what I got. Let's get Austin up here. Let's do it. There we go. Let's at least interview. He deserves that because he got called out wrong yesterday too. And I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the GPS, but I'm looking in front of me and I'm looking behind me. And we got Austin up here. Austin, man, great to see you, brother. Great ride out there. Third place, got to be pretty stoked.
Thank you. Good to see you too, Mikey. I whole shotted my outside split. Me and Sebastian were right next to each other. I managed to edge him out on the start, led for 1 or 2 laps, and then he passed me in the split. But I rode good. I rode hard behind him, and I'm pretty proud of myself.
Well, I'll tell you, I was too, because I seen you whole shot on that outside split. And the whole shot, Sebastian, that's pretty good, man. That guy's a world champion.
Yeah, it's I've been working on my whole shots a lot this weekend, a lot of my motor package. It seems to be paying off right here.
Well, I'll tell you, I know that it takes a small army, like I say, you know, to get into this and to have all these folks behind you. Who do you have that's helping you out this weekend?
Mainly, my two parents are here. They're helping me out a lot. My dad's pulling my ski right now. I got to thank Public Sales and Service for hooking me up with all the new parts. I had to rebuild my motor from the bottom up last season. Palm Beach Watercraft, Kevin Collins, for helping me diagnose the problem. Class Synthetic Lubricants, Cometic Gas Kit, 300 Motorsports for helping me get it all dialed in.
Yeah, you know Kevin Collins and you know Jimmy Wilson. I mean, these are two guys, like, we go back like 30 years together with those guys. It's pretty cool that you have that kind of support in your corner.
They're so good to have me in my back pocket. They're great people. They've helped me out so much with my riding, my ski setup, testing, learning how to be a good rider, and I hope to keep getting better.
Well, congratulations on the third place in this one, and good luck in Moto number 4.
Thank you, Mikey.
Austin Jones, ladies and gentlemen, third place here in that last race. Coming up next, we've got the pro or AM Runabout 1100 Limited. Watch out. You got Davidson, you got Edworthy, you got Smitty, oh, Sarsinski, oh, and Batsold. Man, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. If you've never watched personal watercraft racing and you're just coming out to the races, you want to check out this one. I know there's only 5 racers out there, but these guys are all tight. These guys are all tight. They're all tough. Sitting on the pole on the inside, going to be Dave Davidson out of Burlington, Ontario, Canada, and out of also out of Canada, 477, the Chicken Man. He is going to be on the outside split in the pole, and I don't like to detect some premature acceleration. Is that what you've seen? That's what I seen. Come on, guys. Slow it down. We're not in middle school anymore. All right. We'll see if oh no, who did they call? Who did they call? Oh, they called Davidson. They called, and that's go. Oh man, Davidson. This is going to be crazy because you know he's going to fight through the back. He's definitely eyes on him. Smitty, Zarsinski right there beside Edworthy, as Zarsinski has the position. Is he going to go to the? Oh, he doesn't get there to the inside. Edworthy on the inside split. He grabs the whole shot on the inside, and I believe that was Batsold on the outside. And we'll see how things shake out here with Davidson having to start with a dead engine. So you know that he's on fire right now. I can't imagine the expletives going on through that helmet. Okay, so these guys are going to be taking the make buoy on every lap, they said. Now, the makeup buoy, unfortunately for me and for all of you folks here, we can't see it because it's on the other side of the point. But I'm telling you, they're taking it. That's Edworthy, the Chicken Man. Can I get a buck? Who is out there in front right now. Looks like Sarsinski in third. Davidson has worked his way up to fourth. And let's get out to binoculars. So that looks like boat number 72 that is in second place right now. We don't have a 72. Of course. Race number 10, women's runabout 1100 limited, should be coming to the line. We'll go back through the lineup here as they come back through. But, your current race leader, C477, Jay Edward, out of Canada by Jet X and Hamburg, Florida. Kelly, good race. You last ended up in fourth, the Pro Am Ski Lights, man. You're pretty kind of. You're only Franklin, New Hampshire, so kind of your hometown here.
Yes, sir. This is definitely local for us. This away. We love coming here. I had a great time racing and riding with my son. He was mostly in front of me for a little while until the afterburners kicked in on his bar. Great time. I love racing with him and the entire class. We have a lot of talented riders out there.
Tell me, how cool is it to race with your son? I mean, to have a father-son combo there, to be racing with your, to watch your kid out there, and your kid's you. So, are you taking out the week, or is he?
Honestly, from forward, I expect to be behind him at all times. If I'm not, did something wrong. And I love watching his world and his age, and we're hoping he continues to progress. And if you can describe it, it's more than words, my friend. More than words. I love it.
I'll tell you, Kelly, I'm got goose just talking to you about it because, man, I've been in it for 4 years, and I see a lot of father-son combos, and you guys are a great combo package out there.
Thank you. We race against each other, typically in a couple classes throughout the weekend. I'm only doing one against them this time, but all year long, we're going after it to see who's the fastest to go box in the household.
Fantastic, man. Well, I wish you the best. Good luck in Moto number 4.
Thank you, sir.
Kelly Wilcox, ladies and gentlemen, racing with his son, Sebastian Wilcox, who is a world champion from Franklin, New Hampshire, just up the street here. So boat number 72 is Ian Smith. Okay, so Ian Smith is boat number 72. So that is, I believe, your second place rider right now to Edworthy. Smith on the yellow-black Sea-Doo. Looks like he got a white helmet on. You can see him working his way through the center section of the track right now. I'm looking for Davidson. Davidson having to start with a dead engine, man. After a false start here at the beginning. You're watching race number 9. Race number 10, women's runabout, should be coming to the starting line. Women's runabout should be coming to the starting line, and looks like we got a great battle going on for third place right now. Talk a little bit more about it as they come back around. Once again, I'd like to say a very special thank you to the Wicked Princess for being my sister. She has nothing for me. Just I love you, sis. I know we're missing Mark. We're missing Mark. We're missing Mark. Simon. We're missing Simon and Mark. We're not missing Simon? Okay. Sorry, Simon. Simon says no. So that is Sarsitsky. It looks like boat number 21 that was dicing up for that third place position. That is Davidson. So Sarsitsky and Davidson now dicing it out. Sarsitsky out of Buffalo, New York, sponsored by the BRP Museum, GenX Performance, Riva, Hebler Sales, and Freedom Racing. You know, I got to check that out. You know, I haven't been up, like I say, in this area for a while, up in the northeast quadrant. But, yeah, I got to go check out that BRP museum that Zarsitsky has. I heard it was pretty amazing as we see Edworthy working left to right in front of us. And you can see he's already started to stretch out that lead just a little bit over Smitty. Ian Smith, sponsored by Smitty's Automotive. Both of them going to the inside right now. Sarsinski in third and Davidson in fourth right now. Batsold rounding out your top 5. Taking a look up at the leaderboard here. Edworthy got about an 8.5 second lead over Smitty right now. Edworthy on the C477, Smitty on boat number 72. Batsold, boat number 69, turning in a 1:20 change lap time that last time around. Once again, this is race number 9, women's runabout. Women's runabout. Race number 10 should be working their way to the starting line. Race number 11, stand by. We'll be taking a short lunch break after race number 12 to feed the crew. And speaking of lunch, man, don't forget we've got our Little Leaguers from Laconia. And they've got a concession stand with burgers, dogs, and all kinds of goodies set up right there at the entrance of our pit area. As we watch Edworthy, the Chicken Man, right-hand side of the track. Took a second last year in the P1 Aquacross Series, which is a pretty major series, and doing real good right now in the IHRA Series. So Edworthy out here turning some close course laps, but normally an endurance rider. And I'll tell you, you talk to a guy that really knows how to ride a Sea-Doo. It's that guy that's out in front right now. You can see him top left-hand side of the track, green and white trimmed in black. That is Jay Edworthy. By the way, just as a reminder to all our race out there, will be held about 30 minutes after the final race. Be right up here at the East Coast Watercross compound. We invite all of our race fans to stick around and hang out for the awards. 24 total races today. This is race number 9 in the white flag. Getting ready to fly here for race number 9. Edworthy, you know what? We talked to Jay a little bit earlier. I don't know if you guys heard the interview or not, but you know, the way that I look at Jay Edworthy, the guy that's out there leading right now, I call him like a blue-collar racer. And the reason I call him a blue-collar racer, he's one of those guys that brings his lunchbox to work. I mean, this guy really does it. And that's exactly what he told me. Like, he got off, he won the second moto of the day, which was another one of our runabout classes. And he said, Mike, he's like, when I come here, he's like, it's all business. He's like, I put on my helmet and you know, it's time to go to work. And you can tell he is all about the business this weekend. Great to see Jay out here. You know, I was talking to him. He said, yeah, last year I took second in the P1 Aquacross Series. They gave me a check at the end of the year. He's like, I won one of the races at the IHRA earlier this year, and I got paid more than I got paid all of last year in one race. Oh my goodness, Sebastian going to be giving up 10 miles per hour in the GP class, going to be on the 1050, not the 1500. That'll be coming up very shortly, folks. Here comes your top two. How about it, Jay Edworthy, Smitty coming through in second. Todd Sarsinski rounding out your top. Dave Davidson back there in the fourth spot. So those top four here. Pro-Am Runabout Limited race number books. That was Moto number 3. 4 Moto format here, folks. So you'll get to see them, folks. Again, a little bit later on this afternoon. Coming up next, women's run 1100. It's another thing I like about coming up here to the north. Not only a lot of X2s, a lot of vintage boats, but man, a lot of X4 hulls out here. And again, I believe that it's got to be because of the fresh water. You know, I come from Florida. And with the 2 strokes, man, you just don't see a lot of these boats down there anymore because, you know, they get the 2 strokes. I remember one year, I think it was 2004, 2005, I was producing the races in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and my course marshal boats were Sea-Doos. I'm sponsored by Sea-Doos, so they get Sea-Doos. I was also sponsored by SBT, thankfully. I was sponsored by SBT, and I went through 6 motors and 2 Sea-Doos in 1 year. And and they were just the Marshall boats. That was just the safety boats out there. They weren't even racing. But it's great to see all these freshwater boats out here. 1100 class. You're going to see, you're going to see the Sparks. You're going to see the X4s. You're going to see the Yamaha EXs, the Jet Blasters. As the horn sounds and we are off and away, this is race number 10. And out on the water in the women's runabout 1100 class, we got boat number 7, Sue Zipkin. Boat number 13, Cora Harvey. Boat number 15, Gage McMaster. Boat number 96, Julia Kapalawaska. Boat number 125 is Katie Berner, and 427, Samantha 7. So that is your field. It is out there in the women's runabout class. Looks like everything is clean and green. Like Julia nabbing the lead from the inside, and she's had a tremendous week so far. Already with about a 2 to 3 second advantage over second place. We'll give you some lap times and stuff like that as they go by. And again, if you're just listening in, we'd like to welcome everybody out to the Short Block Technologies East Coast Watercross Tour. This is round number 1, day number 2, moto number 3 here for the women's runabout 1100 Limited. Coming up next, we've got the Pro-Am Ski GP and Pro-Am Ski Stock. Pro-Am Ski GP, Pro-Am Ski Stock, race number 11. You should be working your way to the starting line. Once again, I'd like to give a big shout out and thank you to our friends from our Lifetime Scoring, giving us all kinds of information. I'm not sure whether to look out there or look back here or look over here. So much information, information. I've never been an IT guy. Julia, your leader out there. And it looks like we got Harvey back there in second place. That is Cora Harvey, one of our privateers, boat number 13 in second. Susan Zipkin back there in third. Susie, sponsored by Global Integrated Technologies, Weeks Brothers Water Sports, Beer Dart, and Wetworks. There's Julia coming through the SBT start-finish line. Trying to take a look right now. 5.5 second lead for Julia over Berner right now. Katie's still sitting in second, turned in a lap time of 1:31.626 that last lap around. Julia with a 1:25 lap time that last time around. Once again, coming up next, we got the Pro-Am Ski GP along with the Pro-Am Ski Stock class. And while we have the opportunity, I'd like to say a very special thanks to all the locals here, especially all the local fans, all you guys that came out. We sure do appreciate you coming out and supporting round number 1 of the East Coast Watercross Series, day number 2. Special thanks to HK Power Sports, Yamaha Way Runners, the city of Laconia, and Aswell Resort. Man, what a great time that place is. Mix 94.1, Getty Shine, the Cohen family, Decorative Interiors, the Black Tie Group, Lake Life Realty, the Dumpster Depot, Mr. Handsome, No Limits Metal Works, the Hot Slag Company, 595 Handling Solutions, the King Foundation Sealing LLC Company, and of course the Wicked Princess. Sean, GP class coming up next, man. You took a Moto number 2 victory yesterday. You're showing these kids how to do it out there. What you got for Moto number 3?
I got a little bit in the tank. We'll see. A little tired, but poor Sebastian can't ride the Commander. It's having some issues again, so he's on the 1050 Superjet. So now I really can't let him beat me on the underpowered ski.
So Sebastian going to be on the 1050 instead of the 1500 coming up in the GP class. Coming up next. For all of you race fans out there. And Julia, man, I'll tell you what, she's got a lot of real estate between her and second place right now. Julia, your top left-hand side as we view it from the beach. She is on the blue machine, left-hand side of the track and all by herself. Already, women's runabout out there right now. And Julia Kapowska is your race leader out of Derry, New Hampshire. Privateer. Anybody looking to pick up, any of you shop owners out there looking to pick up a rider, man, I'll tell you what, Julia has been doing amazing all weekend long. I would definitely try to get with that one. And you can see she's got about a half lap lead on the rest of the pack right now. Second place still Katie Berner out of East Haddam, Connecticut. Sponsored by Blue Can Racing, the Clark Group, Abstract Tool, and Computer Science. Pro Ski GP coming up next. Pro Ski GP, fastest stand-ups on the water, fastest on. Just had a chance to talk to Sean. There's seven moving into the water right now. Boat number 30 at 595. Wilcox going to be 1500 in the next race. Charles Gouchard roll it down on boat number 24. Lambert helping him out. I almost feel like you guys are family. Like we all know each other. Checkered flag getting ready to come out from the tower. It's going to be Julia. Julia taking the win out of New Hampshire. Kapowska. And I believe that her Moto victory, I believe this weekend. I know she's racing in a couple classes, but I believe that's her third Moto victory. Correct me if I'm wrong. Second place, Katie. And I believe that's Harvey back there in the third position. Cora Harvey on boat number 13, my favorite number. So once again, race number 11 coming up. That'll be followed by race number 12. And after race number, we got a freestyle exhibition that we're going to be doing, and going to take a lunch break, and then come back with 12 more races this afternoon, folks. Well, glad everybody could come down and hang out with us here at the beach. Beautiful day here in Laconia. Nice overcast, man. I'll tell you, I'm loving this weather. Like I say, that's one of the reasons I need to get in the relocation program. 3 weeks ago it was 108. 2 weeks ago it was 95. Last week it was 90. This week is beautiful. I'll take 70 degrees all day long. Watch out, Sean. You don't want to get run over by your boat. Or by Thomas. He's from Johnson City, you know. The Tri-Cities area. Down there in Tennessee. We're going to be down there in just a couple weeks, folks. Heading down to Spindale over July 4th. Invite everybody to come down Spindale, North Carolina with us. We do a little bit of night racing down there. We actually put up the spotlights, and we race at night right outside one of the local colleges there on the pond, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of like an arena. So you got people standing all the way around the racetrack, all lined up. Kind of reminds you a lot of like like Supercross or Arena Cross. Speaking of Supercross, congratulations, Danger Boy hitting the podium yesterday. No, I'm not allowed to say anything about Supercross. Because everybody's tape delaying it, and they can't watch it until they get home, so I'm not allowed to talk about it. Just because I was privy and I I got to watch it. Some great stuff yesterday from Hangtown. Once again, Pro Ski, GP, Sam and Wilcox. And I believe we had, we got Goon Shard in that one as well. And these boats right here, who might be spectators out there, these right here are the market boats. Okay, so a lot of them, they're carbon fiber hulls, their engines are completely modified. Most of the engines are 1500 Kawasaki's. You can just hear the brute horsepower, like when Charles takes off there on that bullet boat. That boat there built by my good friend Rusty and Tim Gowicki out there in Lake Havasu. Then you got the Commander boats built by Steve Webster, who is down in Phoenix. 595, going to be a little underpowered in this one, man. He's gone to 1050. He's not on the 1500. 7 was on the 1050 yesterday. I don't know if they got that fixed. Did you guys get it fixed? Are you guys good? 7 on boat number 730 on the Commander. Once again, these watercraft right here, if you go to like Commander, or you go to Bullet, you go to Pro Watercraft, you go to any one of those fast boards, you're looking at about $25 to $40. These personal watercraft cost $5,000 to $40,000. So, yeah, these are like the of stand-up boats. You know, I know that everybody used to go to the shop. They used Yamaha and Kawasaki's, but these right here, carbon fiber. They got 1500 cc motors, and they are locked and cocked and ready to rock and roll. Hey, I tell you, yesterday in that second, coming off of a back injury from last year, said he still got a little bit in the tank, and I'll tell you, as I look down the starting line, I know Goonchard's got a fast boat too, boat number 24, but my money's got to be on Dudek. It's got to be on 114. What do you guys think? He is the patriarch of the East Coast Watercross Series. He's the owner of, he's the one who brought us all in here to spend money into Laconia. Let's see if he can make it happen, Captain, here. 114, pole position on the outside. It looks like Wilcox Goon's going to have position on the inside. Goonchard got that 1500 bullet motor. He's going to push Wilcox. Going to be Dudek on the inside. Goonchard taking the third place yesterday in Moto number 2. This is Moto number 3 here for our GP ski classes. Super Chicken class coming up next, race number 12. We need you down to the starting line. And it looks like it's going to be Dudek. Dudek on the inside. I'm sorry, did I call that? Sean Dudek taking the lead from the inside. It's going to be Goonchard settling in second. And I believe that's Wilcox in third as we get ready to complete lap number 1. Nice shot there by Sean Dudek. Once again, Sean is sponsored by Commander Industries, Limits Metal Works, the Hot Slide Company, Gate Drop Gummies, and Sure Can USA. Sure Can, the official can here of the East Coast Watercross Series and the Pro Watercross Series as they get ready to come by the start-finish line, the SBT start-finish line, and it's Dudek. Dudek, your race leader, followed by Goonchard, looking for his best finish of the season, currently sitting in second. 7 on the 730 back there in third, and I believe 7 also on a 1050. So 7 and Wilcox both on 1050 motors right now, and your 2 leaders are both on 1500 cc motors. So that's what's happening, Captain, if you want to know the backstory. I'm not Paul Harvey, but I play him on TV. Alrighty, Dudek, your race leader. He's a Laconia local. We got any Laconia locals out there. That's right. Sean Dudek from right here. His hometown, going hometown proud. Taking a win in Moto number 2 yesterday, trying to back it up here with a statement today in Moto number 3. As I feel the angel tears starting to dwindle upon us here. Race number 12. Race number 12. Final Moto number 3. Race number 12. A Super Chicken class coming up next. And after the Super Chicken class, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a short pause for the cause. Don't forget, we got the Laconia little concession stand set up. They're located right at the pit entrance down there. You can buy burgers, dogs, mozzarella sticks. You can even buy Slim Jims, Big League Chew, all kind of crazy stuff down there. One of my favorites. I went shopping there yesterday, actually. You don't get to see this kind of hospitality at the races. Oh, dude, down. Comes second place. Look out. Goonshard goes into the lead. Yellow flag is out. Dudek taking a water sample here. And Goonshard goes to the inside. Dudek going to go to the outside. Here comes Kevin on the 730 flying the Stars and Bars this weekend. And Goonshard finds himself in the lead for the first time in 2026. So Charles Goonshard again on the green bullet boat number 24. That was that fire breather that you heard take off right before the start of this when he went to go blow out his boat. 3 seconds in front of onto the left hand. How about that? Goonshard in the lead. Last lap around, I believe Dudek with a 120 change. So Goonshard, your race leader out there. I believe 7 is that 7 that is moved up into second. Or no, that's still Dudek. Okay, we're looking at the TV screen, but it's a little off. We got Goonshard's in front, Dudek's in second. We got 7 in third. Those are your top 3. See, I'll tell you, I'm about to be 60 years old, so I'm not really into all the IT stuff. So I'm normally, as an announcer for the last 40 years, I watch the races and I call the races. Now they have me looking at a TV screen and watching the races. And the TV screen don't match what I'm seeing, so am I wrong or is the TV screen wrong? Yeah. So I apologize. Everything you hear from me, by the way, folks, I want to just throw this disclaimer out there, is unofficial. I'm just calling it as I see it, folks. I see Goonshard 24 out in front right now. That's Dudek chasing him down. Race number 11, Pro-Am Ski GP. Dudek to the outside, Goonshard to the inside. Comes 7 through the T start-finish line. 7 opted to go to the inside. Race number 12, Super Chicken class coming up. After that, we'll take a short pause for the cause, feed the crew. Super Chicken class coming up next. Tully 2 for 2 yesterday. 4 moto format here with the East Coast Watercross Series, and you can see Dudek. Dudek is reeling in Gunchard right now. I don't know. I think Dudek's going to get past him. Before the end of this race, I think Dudek's going to get past Gunchard. Gunchard on the Bullet, Dudek on the Commander. Again, Dudek coming off of a major back injury last year. Hurt his back right here in Laconia. Had to have 2 fusion surgeries, and this is only his his 3rd race back. He raced a couple times at the earlier this year, but I think he's got it in him. Let's see if Gunchard lets off a little bit. Here comes Gunchard down the front straightaway. Oh, and Dudek goes down again. Oh, man, the announcer curse. Dudek goes down again, and I don't know what's going on, but it smells like Team Spirit around here right now. I don't know if you guys caught a whiff of that. I got a contact. I know. I'm just saying. Somebody, you got to go down on the other side. Gunchard, 5-second lead over Dudek. Dudek coming from the outside split, just going through the merge, left-hand side of the track. Again, like to say a very special thanks to our good friends from Short Block Technology. You can go to shopsbt.com and support those who support the sport. And when he does it, like Craig and CJ down there at Short Block Technologies, located in Clearwater, Florida. You know, they're doing those new LSP, the Lee Stone Products hulls, and they're doing it really cheap. You know, it's a freestyle hull for like $10,000. Now they're coming out with this motor. Package boat for like 30. You try to buy a freestyle boat, you're going to spend $35,000 to $4,000. They're going to make it mass produce it for about $13,000. Shop SBT.com. Gunchard, Dudek, white flag. Less than a lap to go. 3 to go. Charles Gunchard looking for victory number 1 in 2026. Charles out of Mandeville, Louisiana. A raging Cajun out there in front. Now do the second place finish in the first photo first. And then another second, right, he would be the points leader going into the 4th and final moto, which will happen a little bit later today. Just a little backs on that, folks. So once again, checker to be coming out next. Gunchard looking for his first record of the season. And for those of you that don't know Charles, he's the guy that puts together a live stream, all of our internet stuff and everything. So good to see him out there doing well in this first place of 2026. And I'm sure the Wiki family out in Lake Havasu are going to like that too, as he is on a Bullet Racing Hall. And look at the Bullet as it rolls by. Boat number 24, Gunchard takes the win. And this is going to be a fun interview. Dudek in second, 7 in third on boat number 30. Wilcox will have to settle for 4th on the 1050. Once again, right there for Wilcox, not able to get that 1500 running. They had to run the 1050 here in the GP class, so he was a little outpowered. I think Gunchard's taking a victory lap. He's already in Boston. Super Chicken class coming up next. We got Tully and Susan Zipkin out there, both sponsored by Global Integrated Technologies, as well as Beer Dart and Wetworks. And we've got the Super Chicken out. And that is James Hager out of Auburn. He's going to be starting on the outside boat. Super Chicken class. This is the Kawasaki's boat. They last manufactured these back in 1995. It's called the Ford Cruiser. See, this is like old school classes. One of the vintage classes here, the Super Chicken class. As we get ready to go, it looks like Susan going to be starting on the outside, Tully going to be starting on the inside. And let's get a word here with Charles Gounchard. Getting your first win of 2026, dude, man. You look good on that bullet boat.
I just want to thank everybody for letting their boats break. Braden's boat break. Sebastian's boat broke. I fixed Sean's boat, but it almost sunk yesterday. So thank you to everybody else's mechanics for not doing the work, because otherwise they're all quicker than me.
Gounchard. Congratulations, Charles. Charles, winner in that GP ski class, just coming off the boat. Thanking everybody for their boats breaking. Well, I don't know if all their boats are breaking and you're the one working on them.
Yeah.
Sean, Chapin, what happened out there? You went down for water. What's going on? You just want to let Charlie have a win?
I ran out of.
You ran out of talent. I almost broke a hip watching you.
I was struggling to keep the back end tied to the water. No, the small chop. Heat got cold and I stopped planting him the right way and just spun out.
You know what though, man? It's got to be pretty cool to be here in front of your hometown crowd. Right now, you got a 2-1-2 finish. You're the points leader going into Moto number 4.
That's a good. That's like our whole staff moto. All the guys in that moto are on staff.
I love it. I love it. Sean Dudek, ladies and gentlemen, the patriarch here of the East Coast Watercross Series. We got the Super Chicken class out there, and normally we use a stopwatch for lap times. Here, with the Super Chicken class, we're going to use a sundial. Because the Super Chickens, these guys only go about, I would say maybe 40, 42, 43. We got Tully Zipkin out in front, Susan Zipkin in second. Looks like Hager back there in third. So Zipkin, Hager, 1, 2, 3 here in race number 12. Again, we will be taking a short pause for the cause after race number 12 to feed the crew. Come back with 12 more races this afternoon. Current time on deck, it's about 11:50, folks. And we are racking them, packing them, stacking them, and sending them here in Laconia. So Tully Zipkin and Susan Zipkin got a husband and wife team that are actually out there right now. Now, I don't know if I was the husband. I don't know what you guys think. If I was the husband, I would let my wife win. I would let her. Yeah, he's won twice already yesterday. I would let the wife win. You know, because it's gonna be a long drive home. You know, it's always a long drive home after the races on Sunday night. So, you know. Tully Zipkin, your race leader, sponsors as well as beer. Again, we'll be taking a short lunch break after this race right here, folks. Glad everybody can come out, be with us. It is day number 2, round number 1, SBT, East Coast Watercross Series. By the way, if you'd like to join us throughout the season, you can go to our Facebook page at East Coast Watercross. You can go to the Pro Watercross Facebook page. But next stop is going to be in Katanning, Pennsylvania. That's going to be June 26th through 28th. Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, July 10th through 12th. Plattsburgh, New York, July 31st through August 2nd. And then we're going to round out the series in Sylvan Beach, New York. That is going to be August 28th through 30th, and that will be on CBS Sports. Da-da-da. So Tully extend that lead over Susan right now. as he works his way onto the left-hand side of the track. Got about a 6-second gap right now between first and second place. Hager back in third, getting some good GoPro footage. I see Dave Davidson. I see Davidson up here underneath the East Coast Watercross compound. I gotta ask Dave. Dave, what happened, man? You got called for a false start. What's up, dude?
Just moved on the red, and that's the rule. It doesn't matter if 1, 2, or 3 go. If you move on red, you're. You know, karma's a bit of a bitch, and you kind of lose a lead when you make those calls, and then you get in GP ski and you fall off your boat, and then you get passed by everybody. I don't know who that happened to, but
I got 2 words for you. Send it.
yeah.
Yeah, Dave, I'll tell you what, though, you did a great job. It was nice watching you and Sinski battle a little bit.
Yeah, Todd was reeling it. He was on it. He's been working out super hard this year, getting in shape, and there's no doubt about it. Todd's been riding these X4s since they put the X in it. He's flying out there, and he got a little bit of boat problems yesterday. He got those worked out today, and it just shows, everyone out there is pretty even. That's why we're, a little jumpy on the line, trying to get that edge, and it was a great battle. We're all out there, and it doesn't matter who you're racing. Everyone's competing for the win, and I'll just have to pick it up in the last moto and try and be a little more patient.
Well, I'll tell you what, I see, I hyped that race up a lot, and that's what I said. I said it was the announcer curse. You got the red flag, but I can't wait to see Moto number 4 and what you got for Ed Worthy.
Jay's on another level for sure. Ian Smith's not far behind him. I mean, that kid can ride anything, and he's got the youth going for him, and he rides the wheels off anything he gets on. Cove battling, and he's super. His equipment, everyone's kind of an even rider. It just who gets the break. I still put Jay a little bit above us, but besides that, the rest of us are just going to battle out, and if we get a break, maybe we can get the Chicken Man. If not, we'll go for a barbecue after.
I'll tell you what, and you got to worry about the Smitty too. I mean, what about this young gun Smitty, man? Ian Smith, this kid is fast.
Oh yeah, Ian's super fast. I mean, he's got youth on his side, but the guy's just a beast. He's an ox. I mean, whether it's in offshore endurance, like he took Moto 2 out here yesterday in the 300 or the 4-stroke runabout class. He beat Edgeworthy in yesterday in Moto 2, and he was right on him again today. He can ride anything too. He's no slouch in that 1100 limited class, and he's definitely a guy to watch, and super strong, super fast, and best thing is he's a nice guy from a great family.
I'll tell you what, best of luck in Moto number 4. Great to talk to you, Dave.
Thanks very much, Mikey.
Dave Davidson, my good friend of Burlington, Ontario, sponsored by JetX. Ryan Daly and the crew. Hey, Ryan, if you guys are listening, Daly crew's listening, hey, what's up, man? We miss you here. We're back out to the Super Chicken class. It has been the Tully show so far in the Super Chicken class. Got 2 Moto victories yesterday. Turned in a lap time of 1:41.657 that last lap around. Susan Zipkin still in second, and you got Hager back there in third. This is race number 12, and it is just about 12 o'clock. Is I believe the checkered flag is coming out, so we'll actually go to lunchtime. At lunchtime, imagine that. How about it for Tully Zipkin, ladies and gentlemen, flying the stars and bars out there. Again, he is sponsored by Beer Dart, Wetworks, and Global Integrated Technology. Susan coming through in second. We got Pete Burke up here. Pete, how you doing today, bud?
Giggity.
Giggity. I'll tell you, I don't know. Now we got some angel tears coming down. We got bugs running around. What is going on here?
We're going to have freestyle coming out. We're going to try something a little fun. I was going to talk to you about.
Okay. So we're going to turn off the mic for just a second. We'll be right back in 2 and 2, folks, like Chuck Woolery would say in the dating game. can see it on the live stream. This is going to be crazy. Epic. Couple of freestylers out here with us this weekend. Special thanks to our freestyle guys for coming out. We got Carl Hausch and Chris Norton. So Carl and Chris going to be out there. Don't forget Little League, Laconia Little League concessions. We got burgers, dogs, all kinds of candies, all kinds of good stuff. All kinds of good stuff down there at the concession stand. That's located right at the entrance of the pits. Once again, located right at the entrance of the pits. And I see Pete out there with the camera. I mean, you talk about a full set. Pete out there with the camera in the water, thumbs up. Ryder out there getting ready, doing a couple backflips. How about that? 6, 7 backflips in a row. 7 backflips in a row. And we've got Pete out there with the camera. I want to watch this on TV. I don't know. I'm torn. Pete is wearing a helmet. Pete also drove the short bus in. I'm just saying. Possibly that's where he got his helmet. All right, here we go. Look at this. Pete Burke, if you're looking at the live stream, right now. Oh, look at that right there. That was close. That was close. Oh, my goodness. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hey, by the way, we are insured by the IJSBA. I think it's a good time for that segue. Course Marshal Randy, we've never seen anything like this. Look at this right here. Okay, put a setup wake right in front of him. Here he comes, right over the top of him. Oh! And some great footage if you're watching the live stream right now. Course Marshal Randy, is this crazy or what?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. What's it like being out there on the water today?
A little chilly because it's starting to rain now, but not bad.
Not too bad? Everybody treating you good? And one-legged backflip right there. Once again, folks, you see something you like, make sure you put your hands together. Freestyle tricks aren't for kids anymore, folks. Uh-oh, we got another freestyler. Oh, no. And Pete receiving that setup wake right there. And here we come right beside him. Nice backflip right there. And taking a look at the live stream right here. Some great footage, man. If you're a freestyle fan, you have got to be glued to your screen right now. We are airing it out, another one-footed backflip. Great day here in Laconia, even though the rain's starting to come down a little bit. Here we go. Uh-oh. And look at that Tiger Craft right there. That's some big air. That's some big amplitude. Pete's right there getting all the footage. You can see just how close he is, folks. We got Pete Burke out there. He's got his helmet on right out there, right in the mix. Great stuff, great shots. Once again, you're watching freestyle here. East Coast Watercross day number 2, round number 1. Laconia, New Hampshire. Nice big 540 into a backflip. Some really cool freestyle going on out here. And Pete is getting the awesome shots. Got a helmet on, got the GoPro out there. Just putting himself in harm's way. There's 1, 2 backflips there from the Tiger Craft. Look at that. That is some good footage right there. Again, like I say, I don't know whether to look behind me at the TV screen or look in front of me and actually watch what's going on because it's so exciting. I mean, I like the TV screen actually a little better right now because look at that. Wow. Tiger Graft. That guy is flipping crazy. So once again, we got Carl House, Chris Norton out there right now doing a little freestyle for everybody. Pete Burt getting all the lifetime footage here for the Short Block Technologies. Round number one is East Coast. Oh, look at that. Wow. What a shot. Another big 540 into a backflip. Two backflips. 4 backflips. Let's make it 5. Huge combo. Whoa, right over the top of Pete right there. I don't know. Let's go back to the footage. I think we're like on a 10-second delay here. So you should be able to see this. If you go to the live stream right now, you can see Pete right there. And here comes the freestyler into a backflip. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's a different style of freestyle. That's right. It's cool freestyle. That's right. This is what freestyle was all about. You know, it's it kind of reminds me of Free Ride. You know, I mean the Free Ride crew, because I did Blowsian Surf Slam for many years. That's right. Nobody rides for free. Yeah. AG or Dub. All right. Once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Short Block Technologies, Liquid Molly broadcast here of round number 1 of the East Coast Watercross Series. My name is Mike Young. We'll be back with you after the break, folks. Enjoy a little bit of freestyle.